Hello again, ghouls and goblins. Welcome back. My name's Hello Good Game, and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. Today we cover a new Magic the Gathering Arena Standard Best of 1 Mythic Rank deck guide, Selesnya Tokens. This is a white and green aggro deck focused around the Pollen-Shield Hare. Breaking down the deck list in depth, discussing both the strategies and synergies, demonstrating this a little bit further within our Mythic Ranked gameplay footage against both the best decks and players in-game, wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and channel news. If you want to help support, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just hit that thumbs up button down below, and you've made my heart grow. Truly, thank you so much, and let's take a look at the deck. The Hare don't play fair. And I'll tell you what, this card is an absolute sleeper. What a house, homies. For 2 mana as a 2/2, creature tokens you control get +1/+1, which you would think is good enough. You know, this is a lord for all of your tokens, cool. But Hare raising for 1 mana at sorcery speed as the adventure is, kind of where I think people are sleeping on this card a little bit more. Target creature you control gains Vigilance and receives +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control until the end of turn. So this is phenomenal. We're going quite wide with tokens, and then we can increase the power of our attackers later on. And, this is best if we can pair it with Trample, and that's easily accomplished through the Huntsman's Redemption, the second card in deck for 3 mana as a Enchantment Saga. When it enters play, creating a 3/3, which is great because, that's going to add to our creature total. It's a token that the Hare can push up. Furthermore, we can sacrifice a creature if we do search our library for a creature or basic land, reveal it, put it into our hand, then shuffle. This is great because we happen to have a Crawling Chorus in deck for 1 mana, a 1/1 with Toxic 1, and when it dies, create a Might, which is a token. It's a 1/1, Toxic 1, can't block. So we're able to sacrifice a creature to tutor out another Hare without feeling bad about, kind of reducing our creature total as it's staying the same. And then up to 2 target creatures will get +2/+2 and gain Trample until the end of turn. This brings us back to the Hare because we're applying +X/+X and Vigilance. Where better to put that than the Trample? So it's confirmed damage output, right? No chump blocks here, sorry. Not today. Moving on, we'll be utilizing the Virtue of Loyalty for 5 mana at the beginning of your end step. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and untap them. Very nice. Typically, we would not run this. However, we do have the instant speed adventure, Ardenvale Fealty, which makes it, runnable. So much so, it's not even funny. Creating a 2/2 Knight with Vigilance is great. The fact that it is at instant speed is even better, and you get additional value through a card which you typically wouldn't have space for in your deck. But now you do because, it's on the front end with something valuable. 3 Blind Mice will accompany us on our journey as well for 3 mana as a secondary Enchantment Saga. When it enters play, create a 1/1 mouse token. And then on your next 2 draw steps, create a token that's a copy of a token that you control, which is great, right? We can A, create the 2/2 with Vigilance, which is great, or B, copy the 3/3, which is great as well. And, worst case scenario, we've got the 1/1s in deck, the mice, the humans, the mites. It is what it is. Sometimes you don't always get lucky. And then finally, on the 4th trigger of the card, creatures you control will get +1/+1 and gain Vigilance until the end of turn. This is great because we're going to be super wide at this point and just putting in the damage. Other creature tokens within the deck will include Join the Dance, as aforementioned, for 2 mana at sorcery speed with a flashback of 5, allowing us to recast it from the grave. Creating 2 1/1 white human token creatures, that's great. We've mentioned the Might, as it will be generated through the Chorus's death. The King can give our tokens indestructible and hexproof until the end of turn with a sacrifice. Furthermore, it can grant all of our creatures +1/+1 as a static ability. And for 5, put a +1/+1 counter on itself, as well as creating an additional 1/1 human soldier token. Not a human, just a soldier, but it doesn't matter in this deck. So that's great. We have the wedding announcement as well for 3 mana as an enchantment at the beginning of your end step. Put an invitation counter on it, and then create a 1/1 human unless you've attacked with 2 creatures this turn, in which case you'll draw a card. When you accumulate 3 wedding invitation counters, it's going to flip into the festivities, granting creatures we control +1/+1 as well, right? So, you know, creature generation, it's a draw if you need it, and then it's going to buff up the field state, which is really what we're looking to accomplish at the end of the day as well. There's some more draw in the deck through Rite of Harmony for 2 at instant speed, and whenever a creature or enchantment enters the battlefield under your control this turn, draw a card. Again, flashback from the grave for 4 mana. This is quite nice, right? We have a lot of token generation that's happening. You know, like we cast Harmony and then Huntsman for 3, we draw a card. It's an enchantment, then it makes a 3/3, we draw a secondary card, right? Same thing for the announcement and the 3 blind mice. You know, it's fairly good draw in deck. We don't need a ton of it as we already have some within the announcement, but it's good to have, right? We have some control in the build as well through Elspeth's Smite for 1 at instant speed, dealing 3 damage to attacking or blocking creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead, which is beautiful. We absolutely love it. And destroy evil for 2 mana at instant speed, either destroying enchantment or creature with toughness 4 or greater. 3 or less smite, 4 or greater evil. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? Having nice coverage on our removal. We do have a Mirrex to generate more tokens if we desire after, you know, maybe something bad happens, a field wipe, or, you know, you just don't have anything to play. The Thicket, the Farmland, and the Brushland for our consistency-based dual lands, and then the Who Endures and Seat of the Empire as our utility lands surrounding our basics, bringing us what I believe to be 24 land on a 2.6 average with 11 creatures and 25 non-creatures. I'll tell you what, this deck is putting in the work. I know you're going to enjoy it. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join that community Discord, and most importantly, just kick back, relax. Let's go play some games. Our opponent will be going first, which is fine. We're not necessarily playing slow, but certainly not quick. Probably mono-white control. One would assume. No, Brutal Cathar. I did not expect that. We can't send it tonight. The 3/3 blocks nicely. They send it tonight. I say don't care, homie. We out here. Boom. They're going to double cast, send it today. Do you think they're greedy enough for an attack? Absolutely. Pay 3 life that I would have lost anyways? Let me think about it. I get you, dog? Not a bad play. May do this first. Then we'll give him one of these. Oh my gosh. And then maybe one of these. Oh, I get you, bro. Oh, man. Down to 2. We've indestructible on the tokens with the king, so we should be okay, I think. Good game. The Hare. It just don't play fair. Going first. Obviously not playing against mono red. I always like to say that. It's fun. We all know they go first. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind this at all. They're tapped out. I may as well. Or should I just play it, actually? I am going to go ahead and just play it. The adventure is kind of like a later thing. You know, yes, I do want to get the redemption out. But I'll probably just tutor for another Hare, right? Because you can't have two... Oh. I'm taking that back. Please draw another land off the top. Oh. And did they take my chorus instead? What a strange playline. Hit for 2? They left the Hare and took the crawling chorus. I guess we could leave it there. That's not funny. That's maybe why they did that. Dodge the death effect through exile, but whatever. Let's get after it. Make a 3/3. Do you think it's an Elspeth Smite? Probably not. Never one. Okay, okay. And then we can create a token that's a copy of that 3/3. Oh, okay. I will grab a Hare. I like it. It's good, dude. Can't tell me what to do. Maya's back already. Just want to attack because we don't want to draw. We want the token, right? Hit for 6. Create a token flip. Yeah. Yeah, homie. Good game. I like it. I like it. Going first with 2 kings. Man, I don't need 2 kings. Or do I? No, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to hold Murex for as long as I can. Just Virtue. Into a king. Oh. Hello, L-O-L-O-A. Pass over. What is happening here? Crystal Garoto. I actually use that in my Scry deck, which I've not come back to since the new set dropped. And I'd assume there's more Scry because this is from the new set. It's a reprint. Okay, Castle Arnvale. Let's just, you know, not hold up the phase change or whatever anymore. Will king plus Hare. Next turn. No attacks here. I mean, the 2/2 is a good blocker. Slowing us down for sure, homie. Vanity. They're going to take out our 3/3. Good play. Good play. Good play. No. Sadly, because you killed the other. I kind of need that now. Right. Force the block. I mean, they might take 5. I don't know. It already had vigilance. They do. Huh. These are both food, even though different arts, which is kind of confusing. I don't know why. They're even both from the same set. Okay, so we can actually fizzle this spell, sending it to the grave so they can't cast it. The creature that we have is going to die anyways. So now, A, we gain hexproof, indestructible, can block. B, their spell's in the grave. Trample, sounds good. Baiting more removal. They're like, well, I can't allow that. I guess we save king. Let's hit for 4. Right, only 2 mana. This costs 3, so that's fine. And I guess we could smite Adelphia anyways. Down to 11 potentially, if no removal. Mana's up, so they're probably being fairly cautious. Right. Announcement out. Smite is up. They're not really attacking much, thanks to our Vigilance creature, but it's fine. Smite's also good with the trample, right? Like if you deal damage to a blocker, it increases the amount of damage that goes through because it is reducing the required damage to kill that creature with trample, right? And of course, your excess goes into your opponent. So Smite's quite nice in the deck because we do have that Huntsman trample. And, you know, it's 1 mana, lots of aggro. It's just, I like Smite. Pretty cute. All right, I'm going to play king. Hold up, Smite. Well, they're going to do that, make it a 4. Maybe I just say not today. Because they would still get our creature. I don't want that. No. Looking for my 5th land to play the Virtue. If not, Hare is active with Smite. Down to 11. We might be able to hit for lethal soon. They're going to eat these food? Like, I got to stay alive. As long as there's not a field wipe. And I don't think there is. It would be a Gix's command. And I don't think there is. Bro, let me play my Hare, homie! Great game. Going first. Interesting hand. Wonder if we can make it work. Uh-oh. Maybe. Probably not. Bro. Monstrous roll. Just play with fire. Okay. Save the roll. Hit for 6 on the turn. Scry to the bottom. It's a race! It's a race, chat. Can we do it? Top deck another Hare. Or Smite. And also, leave my Hare alone. Don't you touch him. Don't you dare touch him. No, you gotta do it. You are responsible, homie, for tapping out just to deal with my creature. Down to 14. Okay. Can we do it? No, not really. Would have been good with the other Hare, though. We actually are ahead of them, which I don't think will last long. Ooh. Is it a roll? No, they pass? I passed too. It's one of those. Wish I had some life gain. This is not working out for me. We need like a 3 mana. I guess it could be 4 mana or less after we play. Right? We need some draw from this. A wedding announcement would be great, like or anything that's an enchantment and a creature in the same turn. Like the 3 mice, the huntsman. Okay, no attack for them. I wonder. Give me another Hare, please. Oh! We go for it, right? We just go for it. Oh, my lord. What's in that hand? 2 removal spells or 3? Maths for blockers. I don't know, man. Let's go. That's information I don't have. It's just guesswork. I don't know, so it's up to them. I know you got to block that 9/9 for sure, homie. They could now tap that land also for mana, though, right? Keep that in mind. I think they're going to try to kill the king. They can use the land to block, though, and tap it. Like, declare the block and then tap it for mana. I mean, just in the sake of everybody learning, right? Like, what are you looking in your grave for, homie? What's that about? You're making me nervous. I mean, they're thinking about it, right? And at the very least, we just had a good match of Magic, right? Where it wasn't just like, oh, you know, this happened, that happened. Okay. Here comes the tap. And I imagine a lightning on the king. In which case we... No. Down to 2. We're at 9. We've got 2 blockers. That doesn't do it. So close. A double block for fun. Down to 2. Ooh, 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 ooh. If you're having fun, I'm having fun. Go, go, gadget, second Hare! All right, opponent's going to give first. It's not the worst hand. It's definitely a little slow. Might just play this for 2. Right. Oh, hey, settle down, PC. It's a AO because it's a 2-drop. That's not the Hare. It lets us save it, right? That's good. This could be problematic. Are there counterspells? Should I just toss this match? No, we should be good. This is worrisome, though. I'll tell you what. We'll just make 2/2s. It's okay. You know, I don't think taking this out is bad. We have Vigilance. Free damage. It's too important to them. Right? It's going to be a race. Two Hares in hand is nice. Rona, interesting. I'm so nervous. Yes, leave it alone. Thank you. Huntsman out. No counterspell. Let's push up the mouse. Oh, that's a big boy. What did he get into? Swing for 5. Boom, down to 13. Not bad. A little nervous, though, still, for sure. They have a lot of potential damage. We have Vigilance next turn through the mice. I will not be sacrificing. And I will be playing the King for 3. If we draw land, the Hare for 2. If not, it's the Pollen. Which, actually, we're going to save the Hare for Trample. The turn after this. Oh yeah, I mean, this is no joke. They're gonna get us for sure. Does it become that? I don't know. Let's copy this instead. We could sacrifice this for another Hare, since it got dunked on. Landon played a 5. Let's play this Hare. Let's push up the mouse, give it Vigilance. Let's play the Hare. It's a big hit, baby. Let's go! All right, demanding some blockers at the very minimum. They had like an Asinine Antics or something, maybe? Draw and discard. 3 cards in hand. Teaching of Kieran. Here's a mill, making a 1/1. I mean, they're definitely trying something. We get them, though. And, you know, next turn, we're piling on. It is no joke next turn. Let's take a look at the battlefield here. Yes, victory. It always is. 2 creatures get +2/+2 and trample, right? Very, very good. And then we Hare, which, so first we King, then we're going to Hare for 7, right? On the creature that just got +2/+2 and trample, right? And also is receiving +1/+1 from the King. And then we're going to play the Hare as well, giving everything, you know, +1/+1 again. It's ridiculous. All right. Our opponent's going to be starting things off. And, it's not a great hand. I'm going to mulligan for 3 land. A little bit of everything. I mean, the Hare's great. Typically, it's a little bit of a later play, though, right? So, keeping maybe more 3 drops than we should as we continue to pull more. Looking for a 3rd land. Oh, my lord. This is... Yikes. Smite, Virtue up. I mean, you know, we already know what it's going to be like, so just let them have the damage. I imagine there's still protection for them there. Let's play, and hopefully we get this land off the top. No. All right, just Haradelphia. And Vigilant Swing, I think we're okay. They could push up by 1 with a Royal Roll, but then we'd get the kill. Or just like a regular Indestructible for the draw. Yeah, okay. On the wrong creature? It's a hard game. And the dragons look the same. Like, which one do I put this on? Maybe Miss Maya was in the way. Right? Mysadelphia. I like copying the Vigilance 3/3. We would get the kill on one of them, and I think that is fine if they're going to double block and apply Indestructible. All right, I mean, it just goes through, and that's okay as well. Defending. I'm going to copy the 3/3. They're going to deal with it here? You jerk. Okay. Okay, I see how it is, huh? They're going to run out eventually. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Got him. Mine's like, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Let's go. Hit for 2. The other 2 damage has been chump blocked, as the kids say. Let's fold out with a chorus. See if we can find our 4th land off the top. Come 1 closer to our Virtue of Loyalty. That's a draw. That's a draw. That's a draw. That's a draw. All right. Raw Priest in play. This sucks. Land. Cool. Are they going to interact here again? No. Good. Yes, yes, yes. Make a 3/3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to slam in. They could have, I think, Shore Up. +1/+1 untap. We're just racing. Oh, my. Ooh, Ivy in play. All right. +1 Vigilance. Typically, I would to go for the other bunny, but this is okay. Just smash. They're like, oh no, they've got interaction like they did last time. Absolutely. I mean, they've got a block too, right? We've got so much damage incoming. And the great thing is we're not forced to use anything here. Oh, okay, nice. That's just a good chump block. Lots of poison counters. And the draw is brutal. They're tapped out here, though. Not the worst hit in. Take a draw. We get trample next turn, so they're going to need a secondary march. Or win the game here. That actually landed. I didn't expect it to. Another blue march? No way, back to back. Dear God. Just a hope. Frustrating. Scry to the top also? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Let's get after it. Okay. They're like, I just need the Raw Priest, homie. These poison decks are so good. Two cards in hand. Okay. Bad news bears. I mean, that's not the worst. They're legendaries, right? So, I mean, I feel like that's irrelevant, but I guess maybe thinning their library. This is the bad part here. What they should have done, chat. They should have kept the other one, the new one, and had this one die because it's dying anyways. They should have kept the other Ivy. You see that? No way. 6, 7, 8. Oh, their Ivy survives too, so never mind, never mind. Oh, 9? Oh, because they both do it twice for each. Okay, yeah. Wow, that's brutal. So they're just going to beat us here, right? We got on tap, and maybe that's good. But if they target their creature at all, they win. Poison counters are pretty broken. Yeah. Congratulations. You've abused the most basic mechanic and broken mechanic in-game. Can I get an AO River? No? Too much to ask? Heyo! Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. If you enjoyed today's video, of course, thank you all so much for watching. As far as where we're going with the deck from here, how do you improve something that's already perfect? Well, I'll tell you what, as a person who believes in, improvement, self-development, whatever, we do have some cards to discuss. Maybe a different build, but when we were, fine-tuning the deck, all of these ideas came to mind, and I think they're worth sharing with you. I think you deserve that much. So let's talk about it. Willow Geist is a 1-mana green spell just to kind of help us curve out more consistently. It has trample as a 1/1. What a great target for the Hare, right? Hare raising, already having trample, no longer needing to rely on the Huntsman trample. pretty cool. The Might, more token generation that's cheap. Can't complain there. And potentially life gain. Adeline, I can't believe I won so many games without Adeline in the deck. That could probably just go in the build. Mondrak I love, but Adeline's probably just better at the end of the day. So, you know, there's that. Defense the Temple. I like it. It's just maybe a little too slow for the current meta. You're ramping. It makes a token. You can put counters on your creatures, which is great. And then it itself is a creature that can help increase the toughness of your other tokens. But it's like, you know, this is all happening on turn 4, 5, and 6. You know, it's like, what are you doing at that point? We want to be on our next match at that stage. Wildwood Mentor. Actually, you know, this is the biggest bait of the deck I've ever seen. 3 mana, 1/1. Oh, I don't know. And whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on the Mentor. That's good because it's going to be happening a lot. And whenever it attacks another attacking creature, it gets +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is its power. That's good too, but it's a 3 mana 1/1, homies. Maybe, I don't know. It's bait. I feel like it's bait. The Archangel Elspeth, +1, make a 1/1 with life gain. I guess that's fine. And the Emperor, not only is this control, but can also make those 2/2s with vigilance. Again, you know, supplying those +1s. Like Elspeth does here as well. They're just great value, right? But, you know, I think we're better than that. Park Heights Pegasus could be cool in the same way that the Willowgeist is cool. It's flying, trample. +X/+X on it. It's not bad. Kodama, you know, we can get the +1 counters on our creatures. Why not give them all trample? Is just food for thought. And then we're making so many tokens that Ginny is, you know, inexcusably on our minds, right? So, you know, that's kind of what we're thinking about with the deck and where we go from here. Probably just a different build, though. Like, I don't want to tarnish what we have by trying to focus too much on different synergies. And I think we could test different builds against each other to come out with the best. Alrighty, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So make sure to drop those Mondraks for your Adelines. If you're looking to never lose a single game again. I like Mondrak. And it's good in the right matchup, but at the end of the day, you know, it's Sunfall, it's not Depopulate, and it's a 4-drop that does not always do a lot. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Have an absolute magical day. Maybe watch another. We got lots of other videos coming up, whatever you're interested in. Most importantly, though, just enjoy. Can't wait to see you soon in the next. Take care.